Hello guys, you're not gonna believe what just happened to She-Hulk and the other Hulks. They were absorbed by the Venom. Let's see how it all started. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The story begins in New York City once again. Everything suddenly starts shaking and we see a building being completely destroyed by the Hulk. But what exactly is he doing? He was a hero trying to prove he can help people by destroying everything. The other agents of SMASH are also with him. They're competing to see who can destroy the building the fastest. She-Hulk says she will beat everyone, but Red Hulk appears, declaring himself the greatest destroyer of all. The Red Hulk even calls himself the King of Smashing. She-Hulk says he would indeed be the King of Smashing if he could smash things with his breath. A-Bomb arrives quickly and demonstrates that his powers are much better suited for demolishing buildings. All the other Hulks praise his smashing skills because A-Bomb is really learning how to use his superpowers. The Hulk says he and the other agents of SMASH taught him very well. The Hulks continue destroying the building and suddenly we see that Spider-Man himself was passing through the streets of New York and he discovered that the Hulks were destroying a building. He went there to put a stop to that, and as soon as Spider-Man entered the building, the ground beneath it completely shattered. The entire building was destroyed. Nothing was left to tell the tale, and after the entire building collapsed, Spider-Man began attacking the Hulks. He says he will not allow them to destroy anything else, but then he saw many people around the Hulks defending them. How's that possible? The Hulk explains they were destroying this old building to make room for a children's hospital. This is the Hulk's new charity work, Smashing for Hope. They want to prove that the Hulks can also cause destruction while supporting a noble cause. Spider-Man got really embarrassed and says he can also destroy things to help children. He tried to destroy a bell but failed miserably. He ended up injuring his hand, and A-Bomb says that if he wants to learn how to smash things, he has to learn from the professionals, which are the Hulks in this case. If Spider-Man wants, he can take lessons from him directly on his internet podcast. Spider-Man, however, ends up refusing the help. Besides, smashing and spider in the same sentence doesn't go together very well. Suddenly, his spider sense began flaring up. Something's about to happen, and in the sky, we see a drone with robotic tentacles going down. It stopped in the middle of the crowd and everyone ran away. Spider-Man found this drone extremely familiar and suddenly he fired two missiles towards the Hulks and Spider-Man. Peter Parker himself managed to deflect the missile that was headed for him, but the other one hit Scar. A black goo came out of it and began to take over his body. Soon, it enveloped Scar completely. He screamed but couldn't get rid of this thing. Spider-Man said that this is something terrible. Scar has just been venomized. That means Venom has taken over his body. Now things are going to get really serious. Venom Scar immediately attacks them. All they can do is get each other out of the way, and we see that the Hulk doesn't even know what a Venom is. A-Bomb thinks it's some kind of alien that must have arrived on the planet in a meteor, but Spider-Man says that this Venom can actually take control of anyone it touches. He knows it because Venom was created from a sample of his blood. Venom Scar is still in shock, but the Hulk manages to grab him by one of his tentacles and throw him against one of the buildings. The Hulk wants to know what this Venom wants with them, and Spider-Man would try to find out the answer. While Venom Scar is easily defeating the Hulk, She-Hulk and A-Bomb will try to devise a plan to get Scar out of Venom. Hulk wants them to take it easy on him because they cannot hurt Scar, but Red Hulk and A-Bomb are already there, hitting him with many punches, but the two of them got easily taken down. Spider-Man found the drone that fired the missiles and managed to intercept it. When he approached it, he remembered that there's only one supervillain who builds those tentacle robots. It's Dr. Octopus himself. The villain starts talking to Spider-Man through the robot. He says he created that Hulk Venom to eat Spider-Man, so in that way, Dr. Octopus can get his revenge. That's all Spider-Man needed to hear. He said he'll defeat Dr. Octopus' plan and destroy the robot. Meanwhile, the Hulks decided they need more firepower to stop the Venom, and She-Hulk managed to get all their weapons. The first one to try was the Red Hulk. He fired several shots but got easily taken down. Now it's time for the Hulk, She-Hulk and A-Bomb to attack, but She-Hulk didn't even have time to do anything. Scar Venom attacked her and managed to absorb her. Spider-Man suddenly appeared and tried to use his webs to make Venom fall on the ground. He told the other Hulks that once Venom touches you, he can take over your body and your mind too. With Hulk's help, they they started pulling Venom out, but his webs broke, and we see that Venom, after grabbing She-Hulk, spat Scar back out. Now with her body, he's going to eliminate Scar, but A-Bomb managed to stop him with his missile launcher. Scar doesn't know where he is, he doesn't remember anything, and then Spider-Man and A-Bomb realize that She-Hulk Venom is increasing in size. Hulk said it seems like Venom is sucking all the gamma energy from the Hulks. They need to punch Venom in the face to get him out of She-Hulk's body, but Spider-Man says that even though he's not a smashing expert, the Hulks cannot try to smash Venom because if they touch him, he will absorb them and suck their gamma energy. A-Bomb doesn't care about that. The Hulks have already defeated an entire planet, and Venom will not be able to stop them. She-Hulk Venom then begins to attack them, and Hulk uses several steel rods to attack her since he cannot touch her. That worked very well. She-Hulk was trapped for a while, but managed to free herself, and then Venom began to pull her out of his body. A-Bomb uses this opportunity to try and free her once and for all, and began attacking, but he ended up being absorbed as well. Venom spat out She-Hulk, who fell unconscious, and luckily Venom couldn't completely take control of A-Bomb thanks to his extremely powerful armor. The Hulk already wants to go back in action, and Spider-Man will help him. Together, the Hulk's strength and Spider-Man's web managed to pull A-Bomb out of the Venom. Now they have to make sure to not touch Venom again, but unfortunately, Red Hulk is very stubborn and approached Venom, thus ended up being absorbed as well. Venom is getting more powerful by the hour, and the Hulk tried to hit him with one of those steel beams and sent him flying onto a building. She-Hulk says that Venom now has the same strength as the 4 Hulks, and the Hulk himself wants another alternative. Spider-Man should know what to do, and Spider-Man himself will tell them what to do, but then he was attacked by the Venom. The creature smashed him against the ground and was about to kill him, but Spider-Man managed to escape. The Hulks went after him using steel beams and knocked him down for a moment, but it wasn't enough. Venom then went after the Hulk. He tried to defend himself with his weapon, but he couldn't. He ended up being absorbed as well. Venom spat out the Red Hulk, and now he is the most powerful of all. With the power of the original Hulk, he will become invincible. The creature is already gigantic and wants to destroy the entire world. All the Hulks are easily defeated, and we see that the original Hulk is still inside fighting to get back outside, but unfortunately he cannot do anything. Spider-Man then imagines that this must have been Dr. Octopus' plan all along to create a Venom that could absorb all the energy from the Hulks, and Dr. Octopus himself was watching the whole conversation and is now going to reveal the true purpose of his Gamma Venom. He wants it to devour Spider-Man, and Venom Hulk lunged at Spider-Man and easily caught him. He's dragging him around the buildings, but he was lucky enough that Scar used his sword to cut Venom's tongue. Spider-Man managed to escape, and the Hulks continue attacking the gigantic Hulk Venom. For a brief moment, when he managed to break free, the Hulk ordered them to take Spider-Man to a safe place. A-Bomb grabbed Spider-Man and ran off with him. The other Hulks followed closely behind, and they were followed by the giant Venom. Along the way, Spider-Man had an idea. They passed near some power towers, and he told the Hulks that the Venom's weakness is electricity itself. Spider-Man then said when he gave the order, the Hulks should pull. He then climbed on top of the power lines and launched many webs at the 2 poles. Then he passed those webs to the Hulks, and when Venom approached, he asked the Hulks to pull the webs, but unfortunately the Hulks were much weaker than before and couldn't bring down the poles immediately. Venom ended up getting closer and managed to grab Spider-Man. After a lot of effort, the Hulks brought down the 2 power poles, and Spider-Man freed himself from Venom's tongue. At that moment, the poles fell onto him, and the electricity gave him a huge shock. The creature fell on the ground, and everything was on fire, but suddenly it got up. Spider-Man and the Hulks didn't understand anything, but the Red Hulk said that if only they could slow down the Venom, they could win this match. A-Bomb finished his idea. In the movies, they always paralyze evil creatures with liquid nitrogen, and luckily Spider-Man knows exactly how to get some nitrogen to freeze Venom. Red Hulk and She-Hulk will distract the Venom, while Spider-Man goes with A-Bomb to get his nitrogen. Meanwhile, Dr. Octopus was in shock because his gamma energy Venom can resist electrical energy. This is very different from the original Venom. Suddenly, She-Hulk and Red Hulk appeared with a jet from the Hulks and started fighting at Venom. The creature, though, threw a truck at them and managed to escape escape through the smoke. He showed up soon after and grabbed onto the jet. He destroyed the entire aircraft. They crashed and exploded, but luckily She-Hulk and the Red Hulk are still okay. Meanwhile, Spider-Man and the others arrived with a truckload of liquid nitrogen and sped towards the Gamma Venom. When they arrived, Venom managed to grab the entire truck with one hand, but Spider-Man jumped out of it and tried to open the liquid nitrogen compartment. Unfortunately, he couldn't and was about to be devoured by the Venom. Spider-Man's hands froze, but after much effort, he finally managed to free himself, and during the fall, he was caught by A-Bomb. He was not devoured, but even so, Venom was going to devour the entire truck with the two of them. But luckily, Scar arrived to save the day with his sword. He made a cut in the liquid nitrogen tank, and now the substance fell onto Venom's body, freezing him instantly. From the middle of Venom, Hulk himself emerged. He ordered Spider-Man to shoot his web at his body, and together all the Hulks pulled him out of the frozen Venom. But unfortunately, all the ice began to break. Venom was free. He immediately used his tentacles to grab the Hulks. They were all absorbed into his huge body, except for the original Hulk. Now, Venom is even bigger and begins attacking Spider-Man and Hulk. Dr. Octopus watched everything and said that even though he had evolved considerably, this was not yet Venom's final form. In order to reach it, he still needs to absorb the original Hulk. Venom continued attacking, but Spider-Man managed to restrain him. Then the Hulk tried to attack, but Spider-Man prevented him. If he touches Venom, he will be absorbed as well. But Venom used this opportunity to grab the both of them and was ready to devour them. Enraged, Hulk yelled, ordering him to free his friends. The sheer force of the sound was so loud that it affected the Venom. Spider-Man realized it had worked and ordered the Hulk to yell even louder. He then ordered Spider-Man to close his ears and instead of screaming, delivered a thunderclap. The sound wave greatly affected the Venom, and Spider-Man realized that sound destabilizes Venom molecular structure. The Hulk needs to do another thunderclap, but before he could do it, Venom managed to grab his hands and pulled him away. The Hulk's weapon fell, and he told Spider-Man to grab it and modify it so he can shoot sonic waves. Even though he wasn't Tony Stark, Spider-Man managed to tinker with the weapon and modified it. He then sent a sonic wave towards Venom, who let go of the original Hulk, but still, he didn't let go of the other Hulks. From his lab, Dr. Octopus realized that the Venom had finally gained enough energy to reach critical mass. Now it's only a matter of time. We see that Venom Hulk is getting bigger and bigger. The Hulk said if he explodes, he will kill all his friends along with him. And Spider-Man realized that Dr. Octopus isn't just after him. In fact, he wants to transform the entire city of New York into Venoms. The Hulk then pulls him away and orders Spider-Man to lure Venom out of the city using the tunnels. And suddenly, the Hulk simply gets out of there. Venom quickly approaches. He still wants to devour Spider-Man, but Peter Parker managed to use his web to reach the tunnel. He tells the people to leave, and Venom follows him inside. Spider-Man is trusting the Hulk, but he hasn't appeared yet. Suddenly, Spider-Man got knocked down by the Venom, and now the big Venom Hulk is about to devour Spider-Man and is also about to explode. Spider-Man is happy that innocent people won't lose their lives, but then, suddenly, a sound wave hit the entire place. It even destroyed Dr. Octopus' cameras. He doesn't know what just happened. It was actually the Hulk who arrived with a huge bell. He hit the bell, creating sound waves so strong that Venom suffers greatly and therefore spits out the Hulks. Spider-Man used his webs to prevent the Venom from escaping the tunnel, and all the Hulks came together to hit the bell with the biggest blow of them all. The sound wave is so strong that it spreads throughout the entire city. It caused Venom to suffer and disintegrated completely. He became history, and the Hulk cannot even hear each other. They are deaf because of the sound waves, and Red Hulk is happy. After all, he can't stand the nonsense Spider-Man always spouts. Upon exiting the tunnels, everyone in the city is very grateful to the Hulks and to Spider-Man for saving everyone. She-Hulk wants to know who owns those robots. After all, her body has just been invaded by the Venom, who was created by the same man who owns these robots. Spider-Man knows exactly how to get his location. He called Nick Fury, and the general told him where to go. Dr. Octopus himself was there, confused by what just happened, and suddenly, Spider-Man and the Hulks invaded his lab. Spider-Man then told the Hulks that this is a problem for them to solve. She-Hulk can barely hold herself. She's going to smash him, and all the Hulks unleash their fury onto Dr. Octopus, and the episode ends. Thanks for watching.